Alright, let's wait until 9. Ginger. Yeah, I put in ginger. Let's go straight leftish. I'd like to know what time it is, but... Last key. I quickly want to check... Utility. Utility... I know, I thought maybe it does something to the laboratory, but it doesn't. Okay. Well, we do have to go... We don't have gems. That's bad. Ah. I see the issue. So probably what we want to do is we first want to explore, like when we enter from the entrance hallway, we want to continue exploring the beginning part and then push on. Because otherwise you end up at the end where you need a lot of gems and keys and stuff and you don't have anything because you didn't explore. So I think we're gonna go... Let me look at the utility closet. Maybe we're gonna go utility closet and turn off darkroom and garage. How much money do we have? 4. We're gonna lose 1. We could also go to the shrine again. Let's get more steps in. Ah, we still have a bunch though. How many do we need to get back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow. And then another 6 to go to the shrine and back. I think we're gonna go for the guest room and hope that we manage to get some more rooms done. Ooh. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. Okay, I mean that's definitely gonna help once we are trying to push through here. So we'll see about that. That's billiard game. Nothing new. Okay, so the bedroom actually contains an item. Does it say that here? No, but it does contain one. A small bedroom maintained and kept available for accommodating weekend guests and impromptu visitors who find themselves compelled to stay the night. There's also a sheep here. I don't know, is that a dog? That's a sheep, right? Okay. Okay, that means we're pushing back all the way. Maybe to hallway and then we explore here to have enough resources so that when we get to chapel we can get around, maybe? Okay, that means we go to the hallway where we go left. Well, before... Okay, we go hallway, explore here, but then we'll make sure to go outside to the shrine to offer. Because if we have the shrine, we might as well do the offering. Okay, we need to go left. Great. Can't do the kitchen. The spare room's not going to be useful, so let's do bedroom. There should be an item in there, no? Oh, that's the guest bedroom. That's the actual bedroom. The actual bedroom does usually have an item too, though. Let's get that item. Okay, sure. Would have been good Ah, I thought that was the purse. Okay. The apple. Okay, then we go... to the entrance hall to collect the chest that we have there. And then the shrine, I think. Gonna lose coin here, but that's fine. We need the sledgehammer, I see. Okay, well, that means we're gonna go and spend our money in the shrine. Although I would like the sledgehammer now. Dang. Okay, let's... No, we would need to go to the right first. Let's see... Let's explore here first. Maybe we'll find a sledgehammer or a shop. If we find a shop, we might go for the sledgehammer to open the chest. But the sledgehammer is probably expensive, you know? We do need to go straight. We have to go storeroom. Yeah, I can't get the commissary. Lavatory doesn't include anything, so let's go storeroom. Although the lavatory might contain a steam pipe, but I'm not sure. Very good, a key. Well, it does say that on the blueprint, right? So not too surprising. Can't reach the globe there. Okay. So we've locked ourselves out pretty good. Shrine. The shrine said it will only be available starting tomorrow, right? Should we first see what we can get here? I think that might be a good idea. We need to go straight. The Rumpus room gives us 8 coins. That would be pretty good for the offering, no? Let's try. We've never been to the Rumpus room. And I don't have a kitchen. Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Oh, so the meal is actually only available after rank 8. But I think the meal gives you 20 steps. And you do need the kitchen, I think. Let's go Rumpus room. What the heck? Can insert a coin here. So 8 coins. We do get 2 interest out of that. Oh no, we didn't get the purse. I thought we got the purse. What is all of that? Why is there so much stuff here? Bunch of money. That wasn't 8 coins though. Ah, okay. Checkers. Backgammon, chess. We got 12 coins. Okay, let's maybe spend 1 here to see what that does.
And as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
Of course, let's go.
The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon.
That could be the thing on the necklace.
That is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Well, he said door under the water, whatever. We know that outside there is a waterfall, right? So when you come out of the house, down the steps on the right, there is this waterfall, and we have seen a little passageway way down there somewhere, far, far down there. So maybe we could get there from the nuclear shelter room, from the shed. I don't know. Very interesting. Okay, let's go. Let's go right now. We have to go right. Library. Very interesting. Well, we can't go office because we need 2 gems. That's actually good to know that office requires 2 gems. I'll put this down quickly because I will forget again. Office email requires 2 gems, just so I know in case I want to get there again. Then the bunk room, I mean, cool, but this locks us in, so no thanks. So we'll go library because we get a right access. We do have the compass here, right? Which now starts helping us because it gives us more north-facing rooms. So let's go library. We have a lot of steps, so we can still go back to the shrine. Hoping to also find the garage. Oh, this is the library. Yes. Finally, the staircase. It's another pudding thing. Additional reading. The house directory is a great resource for information. If you wish to read more about a specific room in your house, press R to pull up the directory. Library. 2 stories of wall-to-wall books surround the reader in this room, exhibiting either a bountiful spring of knowledge or typical interior design sensibilities of the wealthy. A few books have been withdrawn from the shelves and placed on rostrum stands in various corners of the library. It's an unusual rarity. Okay, so we got a little bit lucky here. Don't tell me I have to pull on any of these books to reveal a secret passage. Hope not. Mount Holly Library Book Request Form number 124. In library use only. Books and periodicals requested with this form will be pulled and available the next time you draft the library. Please select one. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. Swimbird. Andrew Dale, Marion Marigold. The Fixed Stars, Richard Witt. History, the other one was Richard M, so it's not the same person. History of Orindia. Caleb Manning. I've read Orindia somewhere already. Somewhere we had Orindia. I think it's in the main menu. In the main menu where you can start the next day, I think somewhere in the background it says Orindia. I think I remember that. EPCW Pump System User Manual. Drafting Strategy. Architectural Digest Volume 3. I mean, fixed. I would go for the user manual because that sounds the one that's definitely going to be necessary for something. The above signee is responsible for all materials checked out using this form and understands new requests cannot be made on days in which a previously requested book or periodical has been pulled. So okay, so if I make a request now, I can get the book. Well, I can basically get the book today if I find another library, which is probably unlikely given that this is a rare room. So we'll probably be able to get the book on a later day, but on that later day, we won't be able to request another book. Let me take a screenshot here. Okay. No way. So this is a map entrance, right? So if we go from the third rank from here, if we do this exact pathing, we'll find a special room here. Interesting. So we'll try to get this exact pathing in. We'll try that every time probably from now on because you kind of have to probably get lucky to get this exact configuration. Okay. Got that in as well. Very cool. Or does that only, that doesn't just only count today, I hope. Yeah, that, I don't think I need a picture of that. Oof. Oh, that's an interest. I'm not actually, this kind of moves the camera. I'm not even moving the camera. It does that by itself. It's a weird way of, okay, of navigating. What the heck? Temporal records, total time, total days, longest day, average day. Resources records, steps taken, keys turned, gems used, gold spent, total stars. Total rooms drafted, bedrooms drafted, hallways, green rooms, shops, red rooms, billiard rooms, dartboards, parlors. Okay, so that just keeps your stats, which I don't know if those are going to be relevant. I hope they're not going to ask me at some point, how many bedrooms have you drafted? I'm going to be like, I don't know, 93. Well, that is like spatially correct. We are actually here. Cool. But that means the library can only be placed here, no? Like if there is a window here, what would it show if we spawn the library here? Like I think the library might only be here. I think I should write that down. Okay, so we have the garage and the library. We know those definitely have rules. Then I think here we had the, what's it called? The dining room with the view to the outside. I also wonder, like you can't place the dining room here, or what would be, where would you look out? Oh, did we place the dining room here once? We might have, but then they just changed the wall. They generate a different wall, maybe. Security seems to be around rank 5, 6 all the time. Otherwise, I don't really know if there's any. We had the maid's room on the right with the window outside towards the statue. Maybe that's a thing. Not sure. Let's write it down. Okay, I put a question mark here because I'm not sure. Not sure if there's any other rules. Mount Holly scrapbook. Picture was taken at 1:30. Can't see anything special at the moment. Ooh. Oh. Okay, I just see the clue now. This could be a reference to The Witness, game by Jonathan Blow. So we do have this lock here, and they purposefully show us the trees with the apples inside of them. Maybe we can count the apples as a key code. Maybe. Greetings from Reddington. That's in the laboratory. November 5th. The Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. Yeah, I think on November, like everything happened like at the end of October. That's when he must have died, right? November 4th, the staff was let go. And November 7th, people started talking on the terminal. We'll take a picture of that. My first claim ticket. Yeah. My favorite floor plans. Can't seem to ever pass it up. Oops. Most drafted. Pantry. Parlor. Bedroom. Most paid for. Security. Commissary. Observatory. Most time spent in security. Yeah, because I was reading the terminal for like 15 minutes. Entrance hall. Laboratory. Oh, I spent so much time in the laboratory. Well, there's a lot of stuff there. Contraptions I've made. None. Commissary receipt, a gem. Paid in full, have a great day. Largest purchase. There's pictures here for something. Okay. I don't know what I should make out of this. Maybe one day we'll get the passageway. Most avoided room, passageway, nursery, boudoir. Okay, an empty page. Well, I'm curious to go check out the trees with the apples now. We'll do that if we get stuck. But we can do that on any day, really. We did order a book, I think. Right? Let's double check again. Okay, now we ordered it. Is that? Please select one. Okay. Simon P. Jones, that's our name. Simon P. Jones. Just wrote down our name because I didn't actually remember that. I think it was mentioned before, but I didn't care enough to write it down. Okay, let's continue on. We need to go straight. Freezer freezes your accounts. Will not reset at the end of the day and they cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. Mailroom. Oh, now I'm screwed. Okay. A package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. I'm curious about the mailroom now. I want to spend the money in the shrine. We can't do this, so let's go mailroom. I mean, it locks us out, but we don't have any other option. And then we'll go shrine. Order placed. That means... Oh, that's my name. That means we do need to get the mailroom tomorrow, though. Okay. Dad. This case. Swedish crown, or what is SKR? Hey buddy, how is it going up there in that big house? I think the most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you happy as a calm, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage packing the tent. I wanted to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate, but with all the preparations, I'm not sure that I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So, do both of us a favor, be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before your trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliché expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator dad. So this is the son of Sinclair. But why are we called Jones? Oh, it's our uncle. Our uncle is the brother of our dad, right? Or brother of our mother, I don't know. But why do we have a different name? P.S. Get some sleep each night and don't spend all your time each day playing Dirigi blocks. Okay, let's take pictures. Okay. It's not really a lot of info here. We know we have a dad. I mean, we seem pretty young. Like, as I said, early 20. So it's not surprising that we still have a dad that brought us here. I don't think, like, maybe the information is on the envelope, but I don't think it's super relevant at the moment. What does it say on that clock there? This annoying thing, I want to read what it says there. Oh, it just says Sunka Co again. Okay. It's just that, I think that's what it says now. I'm pretty sure that's just Sunka Co. Okay, nothing special then. Wow. Will we get keys and we'll have to open the correct one? There's a lot of Synca everywhere. Royal Mail. Royal Mail. MTHLY. Okay, we'll keep that number. MTHLY, I don't know what that means. Okay. There's a lot of Synca stuff. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravain to sender, as he no longer is employed with our staff. Oh, look at here. We need the magnifying glass, or maybe we can do it by just zooming in. Yeah, it's probably going to be hard to decipher that without the magnifying glass. Don't think they're going to let me do that. Yeah, now look at that. It's like... Yeah, it's... They purposefully, of course, screwed it up so you can't really read it, even if you zoom in. They really want you to have that magnifying glass. Utility room fuse box. Yes, the AC/DC stuff. Nice. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address client has provided. Yeah, that I know. Press any button above to activate blue. To activate blue, press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. We need to know what that word is here. What are we even doing here? 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. Press any button above to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red. Aha! Next to a red. So we have to basically click around. So when you click it once, it will turn blue. If you click it again, it will turn red, right? Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. So we need to turn them all purple, and that will do something. That's pretty cool. Okay, a little mini game. Alright, I put it next to the breaker box. So we'll find it again. I think we're done here. Interesting floor. Okay, we're done here. That means we're gonna spend some money on... See, they never put text on the labels. I keep mentioning that, but it's a really important detail from a design perspective, in my opinion. Do not overwhelm the player with irrelevant info. Yeah, I can't get the... Yeah, it's the same. I'm not gonna probably get the sledgehammer, or unlikely at least. Okay, we're gonna go to the shrine and offer our 11 coins that we have. That's a lot of money, but I could have also put it in the freezer, which just saved a step from the shoe. Okay. Let's try. Like, the day is almost over, I'd say. You have received the blessing of the Tinkerer. Whenever you draft a mechanical room, trigger your current experiment. Blessing duration 3 days. Is the duration maybe relative to the amount of money I give? Oh, shit. What happens if I take back the gold? No, better not. What does it mean by triggering the current blessing, like the one I have right now? I'm not going to take back the gold. What do I want with the gold? I mean, it would be interesting to know what happens if I take back the gold, but it's probably going to give me a negative effect. Yeah, about the door under the water. It could be down there, no? I mean, that's the only water I know. Seven o'clock. Well, we could wait until we're almost at 9 o'clock, right? So let's quickly do let's look at the apple tree, see if that is an indicator for the key code. After that, we will go back to the laboratory. It should be 9 o'clock by then, hopefully. And we should be able to... I mean, it said, like, push all levers up at 9, but it doesn't have steam power, I guess. No, that doesn't look right. Doesn't look right to me. It's too ambiguous. Like, if this would be a code, it would not be that ambiguous, hopefully. Let's look at the picture quickly. So here we have... Yeah, what is this? 4, 4, 4, 5. Ah, it's not going to be that. Six. That's random, that's just guessing. Doesn't make any sense. Okay. Well, maybe that's a clue. Our dad packed us a pillow. I guess that's that. This still makes no sense to me. I keep looking at that, but there's nothing. Okay. We're gonna go to the laboratory now to see if that does anything if we lift the levers. I don't think so. Do we have any rooms left to explore? No, we're completely cut out. We have no space anymore. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely that statue. That's definitely there in the real space, not just from the maid's room. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while until it is 9 o'clock. What are we gonna do until then? I don't want to go in there again. I might just actually cut to there. Except if I find something interesting, I'll cut that in, of course. But I don't think I will. Oh, we can use a key for that. That's a silver key. Well, okay. We traded a key for a key, a special key, and a gem. I mean, that's good to know that these breaker boxes just contain items. The shoe seems to trigger every third room. Give or take. Okay. We are back here. Now I just don't know what time it is. Wow. We have a clock here, that's good. Alright, let's wait until 9. And then we'll turn on all the switches in the laboratory. Yeah, I made some rhubarb pie the other day. Is that visible? I guess it is. I discovered like rhubarb pie like last year, I think. I mean, not discovered it, but I started making it myself. And this time, for the first time, I put in what is it called? Ginger. Yeah, I put in ginger. Gives it a really interesting exotic taste. It's gonna take forever until it's 9 o'clock. It's kind of a weird game design choice to... Can we just advance time? No, I guess they don't want us to do that. Because it's also probably not even gonna do anything because we don't have power, right? So I'm assuming we need power first and then after 9 go enable it, but since we have nothing to do, might as well try. At least sit down. Not really, I guess. Let's look at these pictures a bit more in detail while we have nothing else to do. The piano room looks like it has very polished flooring. You can see the reflections perfectly. What is that? Like here where my cursor is. What is... There's a ladder here, but is that a person there? Or what is this? Look, it's 8:30. I'm more, like 30 more minutes. Yay. Yeah, I think that's it. Push those up after 9. Oh, the 174s. Oh, maybe they only want me to push these ones up. And not these ones here. Because the arrow is at the bottom. That could be the case. So only push up 1, 4, 6, and 7 after 9. But it probably needs to be powered, I guess. I've already spent a long time in the terminal when I was reading the glossary. So might as well spend some more time here. I thought my cat just came, but doesn't appear to be the case. We have a bunch of items we don't have. Yeah, that's the blessing. Okay, interesting. There's maybe a little bit more space here for something. Maybe there's a second outer room that we could find where these iron gates are. Maybe there's some other outer room that we could get. There's some space here. Permanent additions. There's definitely like... Let me space this out quickly. 1, 2. There might be 2 or 3 more permanent additions. One could be where this railway is at the, like, beneath the west gate, right? That's probably one. And then the doors might be others. What time is it in the game? Oh, we are in the game. Not quite, almost. Then here we have a small amount of space, but not a lot. So we could have maybe something like something long like this that could be placed here. But aside from that, it looks pretty full. Like obviously the inventory has a lot of space, but... I would have liked to get up here today. Like rank, what is that, 9 I think? To get to rank 9 to see if there's anything special spawning. Because it's kind of tricky actually. Like even if you want to get here, it won't let you. Especially like the most difficult thing is probably the keys. Like you need a lot of keys. Uh-huh. It's definitely 9 now. It's definitely 9 now. I didn't even finish my pie piece. Okay. 1, 4, 6, 7. 1, 4, 6. What if we pushed up all the other ones? No power. No power. Okay, well, I think I'll call it a day then. I would not know what else to do. I'd say I will call it a day here. Let's quickly check the map. I don't think there's anything we can do. No. Okay, let's call it. Yeah. I have a gem. I don't know what to do with it. Alright, so next episode we'll try to get back into the mailroom because there should be a delivery for us. We'll have the shrine enhancement, but that's not really going to be that relevant. Unless we have an experiment running. Then the Rumpus room would be interesting to get to again. We probably just need a coin so we can get the next prophecy. Yeah, observatory is always good to collect stars. And yeah, like we need a lot of stuff with the boiler, and so the laboratory would be cool if we get the boiler connected to it. Yeah, that's it for day 6. Thank you for tagging along, and see you in the next one. Bye.